look at the Stillmoor puzzle. The Stillmoor puzzle has been giving some people issues, but I'm here to tell you that it is not that hard and it is soloable. The object, as you can probably tell from what I'm doing, is you're trying to get the bats into the cages. All you have to do is get every single bat into the cages and you win. Now, the way you do that is by jumping underneath the bells, which is going to sound the bells. When the bell sounds, the bats are going to scatter away from it and fly potentially into cages. Not all will, but most will. What you then have to do is you have to run over to cages where there are bats in it and click on the crystal to get the bats to stay inside. Now, the trick I used for this was I was jumping for the bells on one side of the room only. I'd run over and finish up the bats that are on the other side. Once I finished or I filled all the cages on the opposite side of the room, then I would do the same on the other side. I'd run on the bells and run over and close the cages. I also tried to not close the cages that didn't have at least 2 bats in them. So that strategy seems to work pretty well. And if you do it that way, you'll get a little bit more luck with this because you can run out of cages. However, the way I did it, I didn't run out of cages. In fact, I had cages left over. So it is worth trying to get at least 2 inside the cage, but you kind of gotta stay with it. If you're failing, reset the cages and try again. It's pretty easy. You'll eventually get it, and then you get your little dusty sack and you get your achievement and whatever. But just kind of stay with it. I know some people have been trying to 2-man this. I don't necessarily see the benefit of this, because you're going to have more people interacting, possibly messing up your bats and where your bats are going.